Macho, John, Madden, Juanito, sitting in my tiny house in Acamal, Mexico. It's a rainy day. It's drizzling now. It was raining really hard an hour ago when I opened the door and let the 3 dogs in who spend their days here. By arrangement with my landlord, I don't let them in here at night, and I also sleep better that way. But they were wet and really wanting in this morning. So Spot is sleeping on the bed there. Princess is sleeping on the bed over there. And Fang is way back in the corner. You can't see him. And I have stripped, I was going, how do I let these wet dogs in without getting my bed soaked? But I stripped it right down to the rubber liner that protects the mattress. I dried them all off when they came in. So I'm wanting to talk about judging and our human habit of judging, especially ourselves, our lives, our accomplishments, but also things like the weather. I had a wonderful girlfriend in my 30s named Cindy who loved weather. That was one of my first angels sent to me to coach me around getting over the notion that there's good weather and bad weather. She just loved weather. I recently had an experience with a podcaster named Kelly Corrigan in the U.S. She has a PBS series and other podcasts. And I heard her interviewed on National Public Radio. And in addition to saying some things I liked a lot, she said something that I found at this point in my life almost horrifyingly wrong. Because at this point in my life, at age 78, I have been coached by so many people and so many life experiences to know that it's just a foolish notion on the part of us arrogant humans that we can decide what's right and what's wrong. And based on that run-in with her saying that some things just suck, I embarked on putting together a package of, I think there's 15 videos now under the heading of, is it possible, is there any such thing as a genuinely bad thing? And I would recommend to people to work your way through that series, probably 90 minutes, 2 hours altogether. But the goal is to get you over the habit of judging, get you over the notion that anything could possibly go wrong. And if you make, 90 minutes, if you make some headway on that, it's probably worth it. I'm in intensive coaching around that habit in Mexico because regular working class Mexicans don't do it. They just don't judge. It's astonishing. I mean, it's a concept that might not even make any sense to middle class Americans because the middle class, that's what you do, is you judge everything. And Kelly Corrigan is a good middle class American, and so she judges things. I was starting to work my way through that rainy day. I thought, let's review those videos. And I was about 1.5 videos in when I said, here's one that's missing. Here's a story that's missing. I want to tell a story from my 30s or 40s back in Chicago in the U.S. I've been in Mexico for 2 years now. I had a terrible habit of giving myself too long a to-do list on days when I wanted to run errands. Too long, always ridiculous. And seriously judging myself as to how well I kept up with that list. Now, anymore, I just trust God as my co-pilot, and we do what we do. And I almost never ever judge it. But I was in the throes of that. And I had like 9 errands I was going to run. I lived in the western suburbs of Chicago. Some of them were up on the North Shore. And around 5 or 6 in the afternoon, I was up in Evanston in the North Shore of Chicago. And I was on like errand 4, and I was feeling down. Boy, this has been a very unsuccessful day. But based on where I was standing at that particular time, maybe 5:30, I saw a bicycle coming down the road here and a car coming this way. And it was clear to me because I was in that exact spot at that exact moment that they were about to collide with probably very bad outcome for the bicycle guy at least. So I have a big voice. I've always had a big voice, and I screamed, and they both stopped. Bicycle stopped, car stopped. They may have had maybe it wasn't obvious to them what was just prevented. Maybe they never were grateful. Maybe they're going, well, who is that goof over there? Didn't matter. I wasn't looking for credit. I went, wow, isn't it a good thing? How does that make sense? It's a good thing that I was only on errand 4. I guess. It looks like I was meant to be here. Now, I've had lots and lots and lots of experiences since that bear that out, that I'm where I'm meant to be at that time. Maybe I'll never know why, but sometimes it's quite clear why me, John, Majo, Juanito now, was meant to be there. So I hope that for you, somebody's doing some work next door. Oh God, I may have to get out of the apartment. Maybe it's only for a moment. Somebody's next door doing some pounding. The rain has mostly stopped. I do have a rain poncho, so I can take off if I need to. Not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. If I have to leave the apartment, that's fine. And if I have to shut up now, it's a mercy to you. Okay, have a great day. Bye.